I'll say welcome. My name is Seun. Some people call me Sean. I'm from Nigeria. I'm currently the deployment lead here in Nigeria. I'm also a community champ, and it's fun coming, meeting all of you. Um, a bit of housekeeping. So as we get started, everyone is currently muted. If there is a need for you to speak, please raise your hand. Um, I also need to announce currently that we have a couple of new channels. One of the channels we have is the community news channel. We also have the community events channel. And then I would invite everyone to join those channels. There's going to be a lot of activities uh, coming through those channels in the future. For today's flow, there is a bit of lore, sort of like a story that we're going to tell to bring sort of like some overview to what our current campaign is. How many people have heard of the game called Dark Souls? Thumbs up emoji in the chat. Game called Dark Souls. Yeah, Dark Souls. I think the first iteration came out. Okay, there's no thumbs down. Okay, no, no idea about Dark Souls. Okay, so it's a game. I think you could find it on the PlayStation, the Xbox, and probably on the computers. Um, but it's a very, very interesting game in the sense that it has a very, very amazing lore. Think Game of Thrones, but like multiplied by 100. And I hope Game of Thrones fans don't come for me. Oh, I see Bloodborne. Okay, so there's some Souls fan in the house. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly go through the Dark Souls lore. Then when I'm done going through that lore very quickly, I'm going to explain how that lore fits into what we're doing at dawn. Okay. So let me just go through it very, very fast. Then, so I will start with the Age of Ancients and the First Flame. Um, the First Flame is basically a mysterious fire that created heat, cold, life, death, light, and dark. Splintering the world into different, distinct forces. That's like most the Big Bang Theory and all of that. Now, when the flame was created, there were certain lords that were drawn to the flame's power. We had Gwyn, we had Nito, we had the witch Islith, and we had a pygmy. These people were, or well, these creatures were drawn to the flame. Now, the way we looked at this is the flame, the first flame, which in this case would be the sun, is what we call the internet today. And when the internet first came, there were a lot of people who were drawn to this amazing bit of technology, and they, came in and they got in touch with this technology and they harnessed the power of this technology. And from there, they had their followers and they had their movements and they had their ideologies, they had their doctrine, their dogma, and all of that. Now, what happened is when the internet first came into the world, there were, sorry, I'm getting comments. Put challenge there, you can write in English, that challenge chat. Okay. Johan, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to cover for the diversity. But just give me a minute to wrap my head around it. Okay. Um, okay. So we have the internet, and which is the sun in this case, and then the first creatures that jumped on harness the sun could be your earliest ISPs and internet providers. The problem though is this amazing technology was hoarded, and then it was given in tiny pieces to the people who came after. And now, these gods, which we would call the legacy telecoms, have sort of sat down on this piece of technology. And what we're doing at Dawn is raising a new army of warriors. These armies are who we will call validators. Now, um, there is a prophecy, and this prophecy is there is going to come a person who will venture into the world and rekindle the first flame and, sort of like change the path of this technology and make it available. I love what's happening in the comments. And make it available to everyone else. And yes, roles are coming. You get to choose your destiny, so to speak. I'm a gamer at heart, so I love Ben, why do you want my camera on? But yeah, so roles are coming in, and these roles were basically ensuring that the internet as we know it becomes decentralized. The gospel of the sun is that it should shine to everyone equally, and that is what my body language. Okay, that's fine. I like this. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so yeah, the roles are coming, and the prophecy says that if we can get enough people to join the army, there is a possibility that we could vanquish the gods and create a new legacy on in the internet space. I love everything that's happening in the comment section. I love this right now. Okay. So there are two right now, there are two factions. And one of the factions is the faction of the Solaire. The Solaire are validators, and the Sable Church, we're calling them the Sable Church. And please don't worry, these names and channels as we go forward, so you'd be able to pick your spots, you'd be able to pick your group, you'd be able to pick the people who you want to align with. But basically, we're channeling this around two people. We have validators and we have builders. And then over the coming days, you get to select what type of contribution you want to contribute into the ecosystem. And then our goal is to retake the flame. And so when the sun shines, it gives us rays. In this scenario, the rays are bandwidth. And depending on what country, actually, let's do a quick poll. What is your current internet bandwidth speed? In the chats right now, what is your current, from your ISP, from wherever you get the internet from? What kind of speed? 700 mega. Johan, that's a lot. 40 Mbps, 1 gigabyte. Wow. 500, 100 Mbps. That is crazy. Wow, there's a lot of people having really great internet here. So I use Starlink, and when they first came, the promise was, I think, about 250. It's currently sitting somewhere between 65 and 80 Mbps. So the sun, wow, that's like a lot of internet. Wow, Hendrix, 1 kbps. That is ridiculous. Come on. Okay, so wow, 46. I love this. This is awesome. Yeah, you could check your bandwidth speed on speedtest.net. Thank you for that, Perez. All right, so the sun shines and the rays of the sun touches everyone and in equal measure. And that's what we want to do. We want to take the bandwidth, which is the rays of the sun, and make sure that we take it from the control of the old gods and we ensure that the bandwidth flows like sunlight to everyone. So we are retaking the flame. Who's ready to retake the flame? I need to see this energy in. Like, that's a ridiculous amount of internet. Who is ready to retake the flame? Awesome. Okay, I'm still here. I'm still here. Still, I just getting getting used to the emojis that are coming in. Okay, so for the channel, we're going to be doing a couple of things. Over the next few days, we will be introducing what our calendar looks like. Um, we're going to be pinning a couple of messages, and just so that we communicate very clearly to everyone, especially the people who aren't very conversant in English. We'll try to make everything available in more translations as we go forward. But we will pin a couple of messages, and this would highlight all the activities that will be going on in the channel as we go forward. We have a weekly cadence. We're proposing on Mondays, we're going to have the quiz. So the quiz is an opportunity to earn um, points on the platform. These points can now be translated into IRL rewards. So every Monday, we're going to have quiz. It's going to be posted on the channel. On Wednesdays, we're going to have game night. So for the topic of the quiz, please stay on the channel. We would send that as we go, but the quiz has, it happens on Mondays. So just okay, I see Dog's hand is up. Just hold on. Let me see. I'm trying. Okay.
Can you hear
Dog,
me?
yes, loud and clear.
Okay. Guys, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I was just until Seun came on, I was just going on. I think I'm just gonna start over completely. Um I'm really sorry about that. Hardware issue. We're gonna start completely over. Okay? But let's just pretend I was playing a 4-minute lore rock song leading into it at 2 o'clock, and now we're beginning. All right, Sun Warriors, let's gather around the bonfire and lend me your ears for a quick tale. Our very own Dark Souls adventure for Dawn. Imagine the sun itself, radiant, limitless, life giving. In our story, that sun is wireless connectivity. Bandwidth so abundant, it feels like sunlight, touching every roof, every device, and every mind. But there's a catch. For decades, a pantheon of legacy telcos, the gods, have hoarded that very first flame of wireless connectivity. Think licensed spectrum, last mile fiber, permits, and poles. They ration out pieces of that flame back to us and call it an internet bill. Enter us, the Solaire and the Warriors of Sunlight, the Validator Core of Dawn. Everyday people who stand up nodes, share surplus bandwidth, and greet newcomers with a hearty, praise the sun. And beside us stand the church, the Sable Church of Londor, which represents the open source builders who also refuse to kneel to the gods. They rewrite code, remix hardware, and break the old spells that kept Spectrum locked away. So what's our mission? We rally warriors with DePIN infrastructure and our browser extensions. We empower Londor coders through bounties and open repos. And every Friday, our sunrise ceremony, we award sun rays to our greatest community members who are pushing forward the mission the most. These sun rays will be reputation points that prove who's truly carrying the flame. Piece by piece, we retake the wireless flame from those gatekeeping gods until connectivity flows as freely as sunlight. No middlemen, no rent seekers, just community-powered signal. A user-owned internet is possible. We just have to build it. Node by node, meme by meme, line of code by line of code. So grab your shield, raise it to the sky, and let's light this place up together. Praise the sun. I want to see those sun emojis. And again, guys, I did this all to myself, thinking everyone could hear me. Big mistake. I'm sorry. It was our first go around. Still learning. Won't happen again. But it's pretty funny. I just talked to myself for 20 minutes, then realized that Seun was saying everything I had just said based on our. Anyway, thank you for bearing with us. Thank you, Seun, for actually keeping this thing going. That wasn't all that I said when I didn't know no one could hear me. On top of that, I'll just keep getting into it. So, hi everyone, my name's Doug. I'm the new community manager here at Dawn, and I've been a sun seeker now for a long time. I came across the Bitcoin white paper and community on Reddit back in about, I don't know, 14, 15-ish. I followed the Ethereum Genesis. I was a big community member on Reddit in all the Ethereum trading subreddits early on. And then as Solana came into play, I started working at a Solana startup, a Solana social media startup for the last few years. And now I'm here at Dawn. And so basically, all that to say, I think we all have kind of been waiting for the Dawn protocol and technology to get to a place where we can take back the technology that enables all of us to communicate and have fun and do everything we do online together, and take that power away from these legacy telcos that raise their prices every year and aren't out for the greater good. And this is a user-owned internet that is possible with Dawn's protocol and technology and upcoming releases. At the end, we're going to have a quiz for Dawn points at the end of this space, so please stick around. And I wanted to before I go any further, I wanted to give a huge, huge shout out to our mods. You probably don't even realize there's only 3 of them because they do the work of 50 or 100 mods. It's amazing. But Perez, Ben DeCrew, and Hendrix, huge, huge shout out. They keep this place running, and when we all are able to see a successful mission towards the once the DePIN infrastructure is set up and Dawn has made its impact, they will be some of the most credited people. I think is just keeping our server running. Thank you, Perez, Bem DeCrew, and Hendrix. We also have some news. If your extension isn't earning points, this is what you should do. You should go to the product status channel in Discord, and 2 messages up, there's a link to appeal your suspension. Now, please allow us 3 to 5 days to respond to that. We will be checking, and just to make sure that everyone who is appealing is a genuine account that hasn't tried to game our system for points. And as I'm sure you all can understand, like, this is a necessary precaution to keep our community healthy and on the right track. On top of that, please don't open tickets about this. Again, just your first step is to appeal through the link in the product status channel. Tickets are meant for other things, or if you haven't heard from anyone for 3 to 5 days. Thank you. Next, our web dashboard is working smoothly. If it is not for you, please try to sign out and sign back in, and you should have the best experience after that. We're having some issues with showing the data on the graphs, but if you were to log out and log back in, also quitting your whole browser and opening it back up, that should be all fixed by now. So it's a great place to keep track of your points. Make sure your extension is fully getting its full amount of points per the day, which it will be a quiz question later, by the way. How many you can get per day. Quick little teaser there. And yeah, so just to recap on the Dark Souls lore. I know a lot of people play Dark Souls. I know a lot of people have not played Dark Souls. So, just to make sure everyone's on board here, the sun is wireless technology. It's abundant. It's life-giving connectivity. It's how we have fun every day on here, and where you choose to go online, it's from the sun. So we thank the sun, and we honor the sun, and we praise the sun. Thank you, internet. Now here's the problem. The gods have gatekept the internet and wireless from us. Those gods being the legacy telcos, your local internet companies. They've hoarded that first flame and they've licensed it and sold access back to us in a way that is no longer needed after Dawn is successful. That's where we come in. That's where we come in. We're Solaire and the Warriors of Sunlight. The Dawn Validator Core. We're everyday people who stand up nodes, share bandwidth, and greet newcomers with a hearty praise the sun. And lastly, and this is an important step, the Sable Church of Londor in Dark Souls represents the open source community. And it's our job to spread the word of Dawn and recruit people who can write code and deploy units and hardware for our DePIN infrastructure. So here it is. What's up, 0x Bunny? Shout out 0x Bunny. Thank you everyone for complimenting my voice. I appreciate it. I know I have a deep voice. I can make it even deeper. Thank you very much. At Dawn, we rally warriors, empower Londor coders, and collectively retake the wireless flame from legacy gods. Through our hardware, browser extensions, bounties, and Sunray reputation, to create a network where connectivity is as free-flowing as sunlight. No gatekeepers, just community-powered signal. A completely user-owned internet is possible. We just have to make it happen. So guys, I think I've covered everything that I initially said to myself in my room when my mic wasn't working. Everybody can just laugh at me, and then we'll just move on from that. We'll move on from that. And pretty soon we're going to get into our quiz for Dawn points. Also, I haven't mentioned yet, Seun did get into it, but if you're just joining us, we went over the new channels, community news, and community events. You can right click or tap down if you're on your phone on those channels and set alerts for those channels so you get every alert and you don't miss any chances at prizes. Now, the The laydown, the deal on prizes. There are different kinds of prizes you can win at our Dawn community events. Today, it will be Dawn points. 1,000 Dawn points for every question answered right in the quiz. We're going to bring people up on stage and see if they know the answers. It'll be fun. It'll be at the end of the space, so stick around. Then, those will be usually Mondays, the quizzes about DePIN, crypto news, crypto technicals, things like that. Then on Wednesday, we'll be doing our game nights. This week, it looks like after talking to the OGs of the Dawn community, we want to do Rumble Royale first. How do people feel about that? People like Rumble Royale? And if you like poker or chess more, we're going to get to those subsequently in the subsequent game nights. But yeah, I mean, Rumble Royale seems like it could be the best first one. All right, I'm seeing a lot of poker. We might have to switch to poker first. But the main idea is we're going to hit all of the fun games, and the games will be rewarded with crypto if you are skilled and you win and you're a champion. All right. Let me see this question real quick. Does ON aim to enable internet-like connectivity without relying on traditional internet infrastructure like ISPs and centralized servers? Is this more like a decentralized peer-to-peer network layer? That's exactly right. I mean, that's exactly right. I need to close the door. Hold on. Dawn is a user-owned internet. It's a way for participants all around the world to set up the hardware required to use the Dawn protocol and access internet at much cheaper prices than the legacy telcos, because the legacy telcos are a monopoly. They can raise their prices as much as they want, and they continue to. In fact, my regional telco is even worse because they uh, they bundle in the local sports coverage, so I have no choice but to get their internet if I want to watch any local Philadelphia sports. Anyway, 0x Bunny, yes, I am on X. I'm at Doug Hotler on X. See my last name. But maybe I should change to Dawn Doug. Anyway, moving on. Thank you everyone for sticking with us. If you can hear me right now, you're early. You are so freaking early to Dawn. There's so much coming that is super exciting. I really wish I could share with you. I'm going to share with you everything I possibly am allowed to today. And I will also share with you that there is more to be shared that I can't share. And it's days away, weeks away, days, weeks. Very close. Very close. I'm so freaking excited. I can't wait for you guys to find out what's in the works right now. So yeah, I talked about our prizes. I didn't mention yet. So on Fridays when we give out sun rays, those will be basically if you're coming, if you're in the chat, if you're perhaps winning some events, you are one of our MVPs of the week, and you're going to get sun rays. You're going to get like 1 or 2 sun rays for your performance of the week, and that's up to me and Seun and the other mods and the whole Dawn team as we monitor everyone in the community and how they are participating and engaging with our events. Basically, if you can get 5 sun rays, which I can promise you will if you are engaged and coming every day, that is when you reach level 1. Every 5 sun rays, you move up a level. And what that means is you will get an achievement NFT from us, a Dawn NFT collection based on how many sun rays you have. So when you get to level 1, you'll get a level 1 sun ray, which will correspond to a Discord role, and the roles will be NFT gated. So once we have, people up at level 3, level 4s, there'll be secret channels where only those NFT gated level 4s can get into and speak. And then we're gonna plan some secret stuff on the lower levels. No, I'm kidding. But it's gonna be super fun. Um, it basically, sun rays are a proxy for getting NFTs, getting merch. The merch that is currently in play are Dawn hats and Dawn shirts. They are awesome. It's a perfect memento for being an OG at Dawn. Um, we're gonna start out with hats. We're gonna give away hats on Fridays to the MVPs of the week. Then we're gonna give away shirts, and then we have even more merch planned that I can't tell you yet, but they're gonna be sick. I can promise you that. Um, okay, I think we definitely hit everything that I broadcast to no one earlier. So I'm glad everyone has now finally heard what I said. Oh my God. Thank you, Seun, for saving the day. Everyone, round of applause, clapping emojis, fire emojis for Seun for completely saving the day. I was I didn't even realize no one could hear me. Really dumb. Thank you, Seun. Seun, if you're still there, I have some questions for you about your plans in Nigeria.
Yeah, I'm still here, and I'm
Cool,
trying
cool.
to make
Hey.
my voice deeper. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just go up here. How about that? No, I'm kidding. Shun, what first
Yeah,
drew you to Dawn's mission, and what excites you most about bringing it to Nigeria?
I think here in Nigeria, it the whole lore around being internet being held back, that's our reality here. And I think 2 years, two plus years ago, when Starlink first came to Nigeria, it was like the hint of the possibility that this power could be taken away from the ISPs. And it made so many things change so fast. It was like, oh, so you could give us unlimited internet, so you could give us cheaper internet, oh, so you could give us. So it was like this technology always existed, but it was hoarded, it was kept away from us. And then Starlink just gave like a drop in the ocean to say this is possible. So when you see what Dawn is trying to do, Nigeria, West Africa, I think the entire continent is is literally the best place to make this happen. It's a need. That's basically what I'm gonna say.
That's really interesting. Yeah, I mean, as someone living in America and in a big city in America, I kind of, I want to visit and I want to see how the internet um, culture is in Nigeria. I'm curious for anyone listening who wants to support the Nigerian rollout, specifically people who are in Nigeria. Are there simple things they can do today, or what would you say to them who want to start the mission in Nigeria?
So like you said earlier, there is a lot of activity coming up, and there is a lot of information that we're going to be pushing out over the next coming weeks. I think a starting point for anyone who wants to contribute is two things. One, be very, very active on the channel, because everything that we're doing, this is where we will talk about it. And then second, get more people into the channel. I think the biggest goal of anything decentralized is you need more people to participate. I keep saying that the future of the internet, the future of technology is participation. So you get more people into the platform, you get more success. So for every Nigerian listening to me or anyone who's in Nigeria, West Africa, please get into the channel. That's exactly how you support, by getting more people into the platform.
That's a great answer. Thank you, Shun. And yeah, like as Shun said, there is news. There is news. I can't say it. We can't say it yet. but please stay apprised and because you don't want to miss it. Okay, I think we can move on to the quiz. Now, here's how it's going to work. I'm going to bring up people. So if you want to try your luck at a question, request to speak, and we're going to randomly choose. And we're going to put you on the spot. Some will be multiple choice, some will be super easy, some will not be, some will be difficult. If you are a lucky person who gets chosen to come up on stage and you get it right, you get 1,000 Dawn points. If you don't get it right, sorry, better luck next time. Let's do it. So, one sec. Mad Buddha, you're the first one in the list. Is this working?
Hello.
Hello, Mad Buddha. Welcome to the stage.
Hey, thanks. Calling or from Belize.
Wow, that's pretty sick. Welcome. So
Thanks.
you're really lucky because you were the first one on the list. So you're going to get a super easy question. Now you're going
Crazy.
to have to answer right away though, because there's no
Uh,
Googling, no Chat GBTing, no none of that. If you
all right.
don't know it right away, unfortunately, you're not going to get the points. Okay.
All right.
All right. Here we go. What does the acronym DAWN stand for?
Well, I don't know. I just came into the space not too long ago. All right, man.
I'm so sorry. So
Yeah.
sorry. So sorry about that. Um, Unfortunately, oh my God, I hope I didn't just kick him from the whole from the whole event. I hope he comes back. I'm really sorry. Seamar World, you're coming up on stage. And we're gonna give you another question just because that was a really easy question and no one got it. To answer the question, it is, so everyone knows, decentralized autonomous wireless network. It actually turns out to be a really, really great way to remember the Dawn mission. It's super easy. It's a decentralized autonomous wireless network. And so what that means is anyone can permissionlessly be a part of the network and earn and deliver internet to people. Simar, welcome to the stage. How you doing?
Yeah, hello, sir. I am good. How about you?
Hey, I'm great. I'm great. Okay, so we got the second question for you here.
Okay, sir.
This is a
Tell me.
multiple choice. Which two unlicensed spectrum bands does the initial Dawn rollout focus on for its high capacity wireless links? A, 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. B, 60 gigahertz and 6 gigahertz. C, CBRS 3.5 gigahertz. Or D, 28 gigahertz and 24 gigahertz.
Yeah, actually, I don't know the correct answer, but I will guess it's D.
Guess A, B, C, or D.
It's D.
You're right.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Seymour got it right. 60 gigahertz and 6 gigahertz is the correct unlicensed spectrum bands that the initial Dawn rollout will focus on for its high capacity wireless link. So what that means is the hardware that will be set up and the internet delivered through Dawn will be through the 60 gigahertz and 6 gigahertz spectrum bands. Thank you, Seymour. Seymour, please
Thank you.
give me a DM and we will get you your points distributed.
Okay, sir. See you. Thank you very much.
Well done, sir. Well done. Even though you didn't actually know the answer, that's luck of the draw. Well done. I don't want to kick you because I'm afraid I'm going to kick you from the event. So if you want to just, all right, I'm just going to try that. Next up, we got several more guys, and they're not all that hard. I promise. Raza 201, you're coming up on stage. It's loading. Hey Raza, how you doing?
Hello, sir. I am doing. Sir, actually, I have already given answer. I am the simmer.
You are the what?
Actually, I have joined with two account. I am the same person.
No way.
I have just
That's
answered
great.
right.
Hey, I really appreciate your honesty.
Yes, sir.
All
Thank
right,
you very much.
I'm gonna pick someone else then.
Uh,
Thank
from
you. All right,
Raja
all right,
account, I joined the dashboard, and this is my new account, simmer.
all right. Well, let's spread it around here. I'm gonna pick someone from further down the list. Cool Nabil. It's your lucky day. How's it going, Nabil?
Oh, fine.
Hey, here's your question. On which blockchain will Dawn service contracts be deployed?
Solana.
Correct. Well done. That is true. The
Thank
proof
you.
of black hole and proof of service for Dawn service contracts will all be deployed on Solana. Thank you. Very well done, Nabil. Please DM me to claim your 1,000 Dawn points. Well done.
Okay, sure.
Few more coming up. Bombastic nose. Ultra Rabbit, different name when you came on stage. Hello, how's it going? Here's a question for you. When you run the Dawn browser extension, what is the max amount of points you can earn in a day? Okay, we're moving on to Joe Henart. Johan. Johan RT.
Can you hear me?
Yes, hi. Do you know the max amount of points that you can earn from the Dawn browser extension if you had it running
Yeah,
and renting out your internet for an entire
is
day?
the fine is one per minute is like 1440. I'm sorry, I can like 144. It's like
Do you mean 1,440?
can I write it? It's because I'm not
You're really
spelling
close. I mean, yeah. The answer is 1,440 points in a day.
per.
And we're gonna give it to you. We're gonna give it to you. So please DM me and claim your 1,000 points. But well done. Well done.
I'm sorry for my bad English codes.
Okay, we've got a few more multiple choice. So we already had one answer or completely guessed the multiple choice. So this is really good news for everyone. Not going to be too hard. Just waiting for the stage here. Okay, I think that one didn't work. Gonna try Droga 2716. Hey, Draga. I got a great one
Hello?
for you here.
I can't.
Grayscale's April filing listed which asset alongside BTC and ETH under a commodities framing? Was it
Hello, can you
A?
hear me?
Yes, hi, Draga.
Hi, can you say the question again? Sorry, I could not hear well.
Yeah. I'll start over. So, Grayscale's April filing listed which asset alongside BTC and ETH under a commodities framing? Was it A, ADA, B, Sol, C, Doge, or D, Dot?
No, I don't even know the answer. But I'm just going to guess. See?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not Doge. It is Solana. It
Right,
was
thank
B.
you.
B's been right. B is the good one to guess. I'm sorry, Draga. Maybe next
Okay,
time.
thank you.
I'm sorry. We gotta move. We gotta go to someone else. I'm sorry. Got a couple more here. Lecky 3, you're being invited on the stage. Hey, man. Hey, here's your question. Actually, this is your question. Morningstar. No. The Blockchain Regulatory Certainty Act chiefly protects A, proof of work miners, B, non-custodial wallet and infradevs, C, centralized exchanges, or D, accredited investors. Damn, it's B. I'm so sorry. Non-custodial wallet and infradevs. And that was news yesterday. The Blockchain Regulatory Certainty Act, it was included in a new bill called the Clarity Act here in the States. And it was news yesterday from Coin Center, along with Solana Policy Institute and Paradigm and Uniswap Labs, that they have all released a joint statement in support of that. And that has a lot to do with Dawn, as we are members of the Solana Policy Institute. And as I'm sure you guys saw the big news last week when Neil represented Dawn at the Capitol building talking with congressmen about decentralized internet and a user-owned internet, and the response was very positive, very bullish for the whole industry. So I wanted to highlight that as we concluded our quiz for the week. So we had a few winners, had one wild guess that was right. Keep in mind, maybe B answers are your friend going forward on our future quizzes. But yeah, I mean, man, this has been fun. I want to apologize again about the beginning. I don't know how. I thank you all for staying with me over all that silence. I was seriously talking to myself, and that was a big mistake. So I'm really sorry about that. We're gonna work out the kinks. It won't happen again. Moving forward this week, we're gonna have our game night. It's either gonna be poker or Rumble Royale. And like I said, whichever one we don't get to, we'll get to the next one on the following week. And those will be crypto prizes. We're giving out Solana. We're giving out hundreds of dollars of Solana. So please stay apprised, get those alerts set up on the community events channels. And we will also be getting into all of the new rules on our next meeting, on our next call. Today we focused on, just to wrap up, we focused on the Dark Souls lore. We're praising the sun. We're taking the sun back from the gods and the legacy telcos, and we are spreading the good word to the open source community, and we're retaking the flame to make a user-owned internet. If you If your Dawn points are not going up, please head to the product status channel in Discord and 2 messages up, there's a link for the appeal, a suspension appeal, and that is just a precaution to keep our community healthy from cheaters. And as long as you are a genuine person here for the Dawn mission, you should pass through that test and get your points back going up. Yeah, thank you again to Seun for completely saving the day at the beginning of the call. If anybody has any other questions before we head out, thank you all for coming. I hope you had a fun time. There's going to be way more, interactive, engaging events. This was just like the quiz one, but the games are coming. The prizes, the merch I mentioned, the hat and the shirts and the NFTs. Basically, guys, my job is to take all of this awesome stuff and put it in your hands and put it in deserving hands that have earned it. And just I want you all to know, like, that's my goal that's my personal goal, is to take all of the awesome things we have to give the community and put it in the right hands. And so come by every day, see what's going on, stay apprised, come to the events that seem like you're going to like. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. And like I said, this mission that Dawn is embarking on is a huge one. It's like the ambition is much bigger than I think than a lot of other maybe comparable communities, and I feel really honored to be leading you guys towards those goals of a user-owned internet where everyone can participate. And praise the sun. Praise the sun. There's going to be major news coming. New opportunities, bounties. We're going to set up our super team page with a bunch of bounties that's on top of our community events that there's opportunities for you guys to spread the word of the Dawn mission, make content, invite people to the server, and get rewarded for it. So okay, I think I'm going to close it there. Again, it's been awesome. Let's keep it up. Keep up the energy. Praise the sun. Tell your friends about the opportunities in here, because we have soul to give out. We have points to give out. We have merch and NFTs. And like I said, like I'm making it my mission to put it in your hands. And all of that is, we're going to be productive. We're going to spread this mission, and we're going to make a better future for the internet. And I truly believe that. And thank you all for coming along and being a part of it. And it's going to take all of us. It's seriously going to take all of us to do our parts and get to a future where the internet is equitable, democratized, and sustainable. All right, guys. Praise the sun. Have a good night, morning, wherever you are. We're gonna switch up the timing on these two. I know if you're with us and it's 2 a.m. where you are, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Get some sleep. Next time it'll be earlier for you. All right, guys. Peace out.